Well, hello my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and if you are new, welcome to you as well. This is Christine, your DIY craftaholic, so let's get crafting. This video is a part of the Trash to Treasure playlist. I'll talk more about that further in the video, but let's jump into our first inspiration. This is a dishwasher container. This is a trash, but I didn't throw it out. So I took the sanding block, sanded off the sheen, painted it with a coat and a half of Waverly plaster. And these two paint, guys, are the same paint but two different brand. And I decided to go with the True Burgundy from Folk Art. So I painted the rim or the border of the container, gave it two coats. I sanded it down as well, and the base or the bottom of that with plaster. And I'm going in with napkin. I had got these from Dollar Tree. These were in my stash. I've been using them forever. And then that's my thumbs up. I was so happy when I placed it on the container and it was the perfect length. So I removed the layer and I'm going to use my Mod Podge. And guys, this is basically straightforward, so I won't do a lot of talking. I'll just let you watch. And when Mod Podging, it's best to do it in sections and not just apply Mod Podge on a large portion. Do it in small amounts. That works better and gives you more control. And as you can see, I left that little line on the border. I decided to keep that. Now this is a different technique. I usually use a parchment paper, but I decided to try this. I saw a YouTuber in a very old video, as a matter of fact, using the shrink wrap, and I decided to try it and it did work. No bubbles, no wrinkles, nothing. So this is something I will do as well. And I also did not dry or pre-dry the Mod Podge before I placed the napkin down. I wanted to try it to see whether or not it would bubble if I just put it on the wet surface, and it didn't. But I like to pre-dry a little bit. I guess because this was plastic, I didn't want to add too much heat. And you hear me saying I wasn't doing a lot of talking, and here I am talking. Guys, I must share this with you. I don't like this is the hardest part of my videos, to do the voiceovers. I'm sharing that with you. So if you see my videos and you don't hear me talking, just know that that's one of those days when I just decided not to do too much talking. But you guys know that I sometimes don't necessarily hold that true, because here I am doing a lot of talking, although I said I wasn't. So now I'm almost at the end. I trimmed off the section just to line that up to make sure the two pieces were cohesive, where you can hardly see where it joined. And another thing that I don't particularly like with napkins is applying the liquid Mod Podge on the surface. I prefer to use the spray, because for me, I find when I put the Mod Podge over the napkin on the outside, it bubbles, and I don't like that. So I use the spray. But if you don't have the spray, go ahead and apply the liquid Mod Podge, because you want to make sure you're protecting the surface. And after that was done, here I went over the border with the Mod Podge to seal that. And for the base, I cut a piece of cardboard. And then to cover the cardboard, I went around with the jute cord. And this jute cord is my least favorite because it has so many imperfections on there. But I used it anyway because it was thicker than the one I usually use. I also went around the top. And those two little pieces that you see hanging from the side, I eventually added jute cord to those sections as well. And then when I was all done, went over with my lighter to burn off those imperfections and to give it a finished look. Now for the bottom, I cut 2 large wooden beads in halves and stained them with some apple barrel nutmeg brown and then glued them on the base. And at this point you can do whatever you want. You can even leave it flat or use something else as feet. There's no perfect way in doing that. You just want something that will help it to elevate from the surface. Now this is the Trash to Treasure DIY challenge hosted by Brenda from Rustic and Lace DIY, Amanda from 6 Kids and a Glue Gun, and Chantel from Crafty Hints. I will leave the links to these ladies' channels and the playlist in my description box below. Make sure to check them out. I can't wait to see what everybody else has created. Now we're on to inspiration number 2. Yes, old-fashioned oats container. I used this in a previous video last year to make a lampstand. I will link that one right here so you can check that out. And then for the base, I felt like giving the base a little bit more support. So I took a piece of foam, traced that out. And because I traced the outside of the container and the inside is a little smaller, I had to cut a little piece off of that. And then sanded it down. And I took this sheet of wallpaper from Dollar Tree, and to get the measure of the circumference of the container, I used a piece of jute to give me my measurement, and it was actually the same size as the wallpaper. So that's the length, and this is the width. Now I'm not sure why I used the inside to give me my 6-inch measurement. I could have gone all the way to the end, and that's what I ended up doing to get that piece. And then I took out the ruler and just marked a straight line on the container so I know how to place this down. At first it was a little crooked and I had to pull it off and measure the line again, and then went again all the way around until I came back to the end and it lined up properly. Perfect. If you are new to my channel or coming over from the playlist, welcome. I'm so happy you joined me today. Here on my channel, I do DIYs on a budget, dupes, look for less, and some occasional Dollar Tree shopping hauls. If you love budget-friendly DIYs like these and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing and be sure to hit that notification bell. Hit it again and select all so YouTube notifies you whenever I upload new videos. And what was left of the wallpaper, I used that to cover the foam. And this wallpaper was not holding properly. As you notice, it keeps lifting. So I had to use some Fix-It-All glue, as well as some hot glue, and place that in there. And I liked how it looked. Now for the inside, I had this leftover wallpaper also from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to place that in the inside. Now for the inside base piece, I cut a piece of foam and just dropped that in there. That piece of foam was too small and I decided to just leave it, because at this point I was trying to, make sure I was able to complete, because I had to go to work. And rather than having it, leaving it bare, I just left it in there, because it's not going to show anyway, because whatever I'm putting in there is going to cover that up. And then for the rim, for further embellishment, this is a straw hat from the Dollar Tree that I had in my stash. And I added that to the rim. And then I took 3 of these tumbling tower blocks, already stained and painted. If you know, some of them comes like this. And I just measured half of the space and then use a piece of jute cord to get my distance for the next one. Use the Fix-It-All glue, put that 1 stroke or streak in the middle and then 2 little streaks of hot glue on the side. Glue that down. And this will serve as the legs for this container. If you're enjoying this video so far, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, and also like, share and comment down below, because I enjoy reading your comment. And subscribing is free. Now we're on to inspiration number 3, or last one. I'm using this pickle jar again. I saved it. And this tissue paper that I got from my 99-cent store. I love this. It has a very exquisite feel, not like the ones from the Dollar Tree. So I measure and cut off the piece that I wanted to use. And here I am applying the hot glue, not the hot glue, Christine. I applied the Mod Podge to the surface of the jar. And now I'm all done. I went in with the Mod Podge at the bottom just to seal down those ends. Applied some heat just to make sure it was properly glued on. And for the lid, I painted that with the plaster, gave it 3 coats because I have to cover up the green that was under there. And here I'm using the Fix-It-All glue again with a little of the hot glue in places, not allowing them to meet. And then glue that on. And then this two-tone jute cord I got from the Dollar Tree. And I think this was the perfect color for this jar. It brought all the colors in. So I gave that 2 rows at the base, and I went around the entire lid to cover that. Now guys, I must apologize. At the end you will see that I did not put anything in here because I was rushing at the time when I was doing the final reveal, so they're left empty. And here it is, all done. Guys, I love it. Now this can either serve as a vase for flowers, or it can serve as a candle holder. Now I know I had a candle that could fit in there, but I couldn't find it at the time. And now we're here for the final reveal. Here they are, guys. Let me know which one of these Trash to Treasure DIY project was your favorite today. I think I love the oats container vase. I'm gonna call it a vase right now. I also love the jar container. I think, yes, to be honest, I think this one is my favorite. I can't wait to see what I'll be using these for. I definitely will find something to use it for. But you let me know, guys, which one is your favorite. The comment section down below. And don't forget the host channels, Brenda, Amanda and Chantel, as well as the fantastic playlist. Guys, I know you will be inspired, so make sure to check the playlist out. And if you have not yet subscribed to any of the other creators, please do so while you visit their channels. And if you love budget friendly content like this and you would like to watch more, friend, I have another napkin video that I published on Thursday. I will leave the link here, so make sure to check that video out as well as this playlist. And stay safe, my friends, until next time. Bye.